Buckle up, folks, because today we're diving headfirst into a world of betrayal, hidden riches, and, well, let's just say payback, served ice cold.
Ooh, sounds intense.
It is, it is. Our deep dive today is taking us straight into the heart of the 2024 adaptation of the Count of Monte Cristo.
A classic.
Absolutely a classic, and you guys know we love to dig into those. You sent in some seriously good intel on this one, especially this review from MovieKaTicket, and, let me tell you, this movie is making some serious waves.
Big budget, big box office, big impact, huh?
You got it. So we're talking French historical action adventure based, of course, on the novel by Alexandre Dumas.
Yep. Betrayal, imprisonment, escape, treasure, revenge, the whole shebang.
The whole shebang, exactly. But, you know, with a few exciting twists and turns thrown in for good measure. And did I mention the sword fights?
Oh, yeah, the sword fights. Those are always a good time.
Always a good time. But before we get to all that swashbuckling action, maybe you could set the stage for us. What's the story behind the Count of Monte Cristo? Give us the rundown.
All right, so picture this. Edmond Dantès, just a young sailor full of hope and dream.
A classic hero starting point.
Right. But boom, he's framed by people he thought were his friends, thrown into this horrible island prison, and left to rot.
Ouch. Talk about a rough turn of events.
Yeah, it's brutal.
Yeah.
But Dantès, he's not the kind of guy who just gives up. He manages to escape, and get this, he discovers a hidden treasure, like a massive fortune.
Okay, see, now this is what I'm talking about. It's not just about revenge,
Yeah.
right? There's this whole adventure element woven in.
Oh, absolutely. And with that newfound wealth, he transforms himself into the mysterious and powerful Count of Monte Cristo.
Mm-hmm.
And his mission, revenge, of course.
Of course. I mean, who wouldn't want a little payback after being wrongfully imprisoned and left for dead? But we're talking about a French film, so we got to talk about the production. Was this some little indie project, or did they go all out?
Oh, they definitely went all out. This was the most expensive French production of 2024. Almost 43 million euros.
Whoa, that's a serious chunk of change. So where did all that money go?
Well, the visuals are supposed to be incredible. The review talks about these haunting prison sequences and then these super opulent Parisian ballrooms. You can practically feel the contrast, you know. Grim imprisonment versus the height of luxury.
Ooh, that's a powerful visual dichotomy. And it seems like it paid off, because this movie's already raked in over $100 million at the box office.
Yeah, audiences are eating it up.
And they're not the only ones. This movie snagged a standing ovation at the Cannes Film Festival. So we're not just talking about a blockbuster hit. We're talking critical acclaim, too.
Right.
What is it about this adaptation that's really resonating with people, do you think?
Well, the cinematography seems to be a huge part of it. Like we said, this contrasting visuals are supposed to be stunning but also meaningful. They're not just there for show. They're adding another layer to the story.
Ah, so it's not just eye candy. It's enhancing the narrative.
Exactly. But the visuals are only part of the equation. The acting has also gotten rave reviews, especially Pierre Niney as Dantès.
Yeah, the review called his performance career-defining. What's so special about his portrayal?
Well, he's got to portray this massive transformation, right? He starts as this naive young sailor full of life, then bam, he's imprisoned, betrayed, and he spends years consumed by this thirst for revenge. By the time he emerges as the Count, he's a completely different person.
That's got to be a tough transition to pull off convincingly.
Yeah.
I can see why they're praising Niney for it. It's not just about changing costumes. It's about embodying those emotional changes, the hardening, the calculating nature that revenge brings.
Absolutely. He's got to make you believe in Dantès' journey, but it's not just a one-man show.
Right. What about the rest of the cast? Do they manage to hold their own next to this career-defining performance?
Oh, for sure. The review specifically mentioned how the supporting cast adds so much depth to the film. You've got all these characters with their own agendas, loyalties, and of course betrayals. It creates this whole web of relationships that just makes the story even richer and more complex.
So it's like a big, tangled tapestry of human drama and intrigue.
Exactly.
And that's what's so cool about stories like The Count of Monte Cristo, right? It's over 200 years old, but the themes, they still resonate today. Revenge, justice, the consequences of our actions, it's all still so relevant. Why do you think that is?
Well, because those are like the big questions, right? The timeless dilemmas that humans have been grappling with forever. How far would you go to right a wrong? What price are you willing to pay for justice?
That's some heavy stuff. It's not just your typical action flick. It's making you think.
Exactly. And that's what makes it so powerful. This movie is a visual spectacle, yeah, but it's also thought-provoking. It's the kind of story that sticks with you long after you've seen it.
Makes you want to go out and right some wrongs of your own. Maybe not with hidden treasure and sword fights, but, with a little more purpose.
Maybe a strongly worded letter.
Uh-huh. Yeah, there you go.
But seriously, though, it's stories like this that remind us of what's important. The power of resilience, the complexities of human nature, the consequences of our choices. It's timeless stuff.
Absolutely. So, to sum it all up, The Count of Monte Cristo, visually stunning, action-packed, thought-provoking, and incredibly relevant even centuries after the story was first told.
Yep. Sounds like they did a pretty good job with this adaptation.
They did.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen it yet, what are you waiting for? Go grab your MovieKaTicket and prepare to be transported. This is one deep dive you don't want to miss.
Trust us on this one.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep those deep dive requests coming. We'll see you in the next episode.
See ya!